Another video, guys. What's going on? What we have here is a Navien Combi NCB-240. I'm just going to do a quick overview of a few things on this boiler. What you can see here, you see the blue and red flush valves on your hot water circuit. And on these Naviens, you got to look at this in two parts. This is your boiler section and this is your hot water section. That's our cold water side and this is our hot water side. And you see this thing here is the mixing valve, which goes right to our hot side, and the cold side is there, and that's the relief. So boom, that's our hot water circuit. Now let's get to the fun part here. Our heating circuit, which does our heating. You still have the hot and the cold, and you see the manifold here. The manifold is simply what connects the return and the supply. Now the direction of the water is going out. This Navien Combi NCB boiler actually has a circulator pump already inside, but it's often recommended to put your own circulator pump on a combi boiler external if you already have a pump here, because you don't want to rely on this one pump to do both the domestic heating and the hot water. I think that's definitely too much on that pump. And by the way, this is a 3-level house, so this pump definitely has to pull a lot. So having your own supply pump up, and it goes out, shoot. And they do have radiators upstairs, so you don't have to use the flush kit here. But if they had baseboards typically don't have air vents. You'll have to close that off, open it, and do your conventional bucket with overflow. That's our supply circuit of our domestic heating. Okay, as you can see here, this is the return. This is what comes back. And by the way, this is an awesome setup here. How to use the 2x4 3/4 plywood there. And you see how they just stapled that secured that to the plywood. So this thing isn't going anywhere, but it's pretty simple. So I'm just here doing the maintenance, but figure I'd just pop a video in and show you guys exactly the concept of a combi boiler. And what I didn't mention is pretty simple. This is a switching relay that controls the pump, and it also goes inside the boiler. So when there is a call for heat, not call for hot water, that's the difference. On a call for heat, this is when to turn on. Okay, now this boiler will turn on by itself due to a call for hot water. That's why you don't want this pump on unless there's a call for heat. That's the purpose of this bad boy here. The SR501 Takeo switching relay. And they just put in a game box 4x4 for the pump and all that. So, and this is just your backflow preventer right there, and a water feeder. So there you have it. Now I gotta get my hands on a few more of these here. These are becoming a lot more common. The clamps with the support piece on the back there. I think these are pretty cool. I see these a lot now with copper pipe installations, but pretty rigid. Like I said, it makes the job look a whole lot easier. So, yep. So you have your supply and your return sensors. Like I've made a few repairs on these Naviens, and I mean, from my experience, I think they run like tanks, but yep. You got the condensate pump. The only thing I probably would add on here is a neutralizer, because a 90% heater, whether it be a combi boiler or 90% furnace, this isn't regular water that's draining into the pump. This is very acidic, and this could mess up wherever this pump is flowing to. What you will probably have to do is get a neutralizer before it goes into the pump. A neutralizer looks almost like a canister with rocks in it. That will actually neutralize the toxicity of the drain of the water. So just another nugget for you guys. And like I said, this is our return of the hot water. This is our supply. Of the boiler, of the heating circuit. Return, supply, supply hot water, and this is the incoming side, the cold side. The cold water going to the house. So pretty simple. All right, see you guys on the next one.